today's session, we are going to discuss something amazing. As I was giving my sessions, at that moment, I come across many learners and they were facing the difficulties how to tackle the pronunciation. Because as we all are non-native speakers, would be some sort of sounds which will be quite problematic for the learners, and they wanted to get the accurate solution. How can they improve their pronunciation in a very less time? So that's what I thought, that we can have a fruitful discussion. So that will definitely benefit the learners by getting through some sort of tips, tricks, and techniques. Have you ever come across this kind of learner? They were facing a lot of difficulties in pronunciation. What do you think?
Yes, Vikram sir, I have like I have faced or I have come across this kind of learner for many times, and the most interesting part is even after correcting their pronunciation, they do make the same mistakes again and again. So, what I generally tell them that why don't you just simply write down the Hindi pronunciation that this like they say restaurant. I tell them that write down restaurant in Hindi like beside, but it is not a correct way. So what it can work for some words, but it is not at all the correct way to rectify someone's pronunciation. So what exactly I think that the most what the most popular problem among the non-native speaker is that there are MTI issues. So MTI issue is the mother tongue influence. So it means that when a person they try to speak English and their English sounds like their native language. Like if a Bihari person talks in English, their English sounds like Bihari. So and from because I'm from Bengal, so my sometimes English sounds like Bengal. So this is called mother tongue influence. So that is the main thing which due to which the non-native speakers English sounds bad. Okay, it is the first reason in my opinion. The second reason is that we since our childhood we haven't been taught about how to focus on the syllable stress. So syllable stress is very important when I'm telling a big word and then I have to give a word is divided into lots of syllables. So native speakers give a stress on a particular syllable, so that one we don't focus on. So that is the main thing which is that is why we face problem. And in my opinion, the third one is that phonics. We elders whoever goes to office and all that, we don't we don't focus on phonics, and even we were not taught of phonics when we were in school. Nowadays kids are getting training on that. That is the three reasons due to which I think most of the non-native speakers pronunciation is not correct in my opinion. What do you think about it, Vikram sir?
Absolutely. Whatever the points that you have mentioned that are totally relevant to that particular problem, your accent is going to be changed according to the requirement of that. So you have told about the L1 accent interference intelligibility. So if you are living in a different place, so definitely you'll be having the impact of your mother tongue. So this is quite common thing. At the same time, the second thing is that, as you have mentioned, phonetics. People don't get the proper education about the phonetics. So they can immerse themselves by getting through proper vowel sounds, consonant sounds, how to produce the sound for all vowel sounds and consonant sound. And I believe that if you just want to get the proper clarity in your pronunciation, so just try to master all vowel sounds. Then definitely not only you'll be enhancing your accuracy of pronunciation, but also it is gonna provide you the proper appropriacy and clarity in your pronunciation. So as you have mentioned some sort of things, so now we can move forward and we can include some sort of tips, tricks that can help the learners to tackle this problem who are getting through various issues related to pronunciation. So what advice would you like to give the learners?
Yes, so the first thing which I feel, sir, that is they can start to train themselves for phonics, especially the elderly learners I'm talking about, because there are lots of videos available in Inktalki and in other YouTube platforms. So phonics, they should start to learn phonics, such as like these things also, like digraphs, long and short vowels, consonant blends, okay, like diphthongs. These kind of things are very important in order to rectify your pronunciation or to pronounce any word very correctly. For example, if I talk about the th sound, there are two types of th sounds. One is strong one and one is soft one. Okay, so this is something which we also didn't know even sometimes ago when I was in college. That time also I was also unaware about this fact. But now as a trainer, I think like this thing is very important. So I would like to give one example. This th means th. I'm talking about the th sound. It has two categories. Okay, most of the people don't know, and that is why people make mistake over here. The th sound, it has soft sound, so it is th. So observe how am I pronouncing. It is like I'm putting my tongue little out and touching it on the upper teeth, so it is th, th, th. So this is soft t. Like, for example, thank, think, bath, both, etc. On the other hand, the same th sound has th blend has another sound, that is hard sound, that is the sound, the. For example, that, them, mother, other, etc. So these type of things will be
Absolutely.
very, yes, these type of thing will be very helpful if students will start to learn. Okay, so what do you think? What is your opinion regarding this?
Yes, absolutely. Whatever the point that you have mentioned, I totally agree with that. Most of the native speakers, they face the difficulties in soft th or hard th sound. Apart from that, what else they can do whenever they are having a conversation with any person who is good at English, they should get the feedback from that particular person and get the feedback which sound is problematic for me. So after rectifying it, oh, this sound is getting quite complicated for me to produce the sound accurately. Then specifically, they can start working on that particular sound. For instance, if I talk about in general, most of the native speakers, they face the difficulties in S and SH sound, V and W sound, B and bha, something like that. Apart from that, somehow they face the difficulties in S and Z sound. So these are some sort of common sounds that I have mentioned. So here I would like to give the example of S and SH sound. Whenever we are going to produce the sound for S and SH, so the example would be ship and sip, something like that. Apart from that, if we talk about B and V sound, so here, ban, when. So whenever we are producing the B sound, ban. So here our lips are touching each other. But when we are producing V sound, so something like that, when. So your upper teeth will touch your lower lip. So these kind of infographics we can follow whenever we are practicing the problematic sound. So we can go through some sort of infographics which we can find on Google easily. At the same time, you can go through some YouTube videos as well, where you can see how the person is moving their tongue, their lips, and then you can practice the same thing in the mirror. So this is gonna help you to produce the sound accurately. That's what I believe. What do you think about it?
Yes, absolutely, Vikram sir. And also, when like I want to add something that whenever we get to know that okay, this sound will be pronounced like this, like v, v. So try to pronounce 4 to 5 different words with which starts with v. So in front of the mirrors, not only the one word you will be practicing. That will not help. So five,
Absolutely.
yeah, 5 to 6 words you have to pronounce. And okay, moreover, I would like to say that you can that not you, I mean students can start to watch the videos of native speaker. And especially if you are very, if you are facing difficulty to catch their speech, then definitely on YouTube you can slow down the pace and you can watch it. What type of videos you can watch? TED Talk you can watch, BBC News you can watch to understand the pronunciation. But for those candidates who face still difficulty, who are at the beginner levels and who face still difficulty to catch up, then I always recommend to watch the short animated stories, which are basically designed for the kids. Okay, the short animated model stories on YouTube, which are designed for kids, and especially which are spoken by the native speaker. Okay, like this type, once upon a time there was a king. So this kind of thing also they can hear, and they can you know listen to it by not watching the video, just listening to the audio. They can do it, and after 1 minute they can pause the video, and they can just imitate that way of talking. Okay, so not only pronunciation, your voice modulation also will be improved in such a way. But you, whenever, in my opinion, whenever you are listening, don't watch the video, just focus on the audio. Use headphone or earplug and focus. If possible, make the video much more slower. I mean, the pace should be not that much speedy if you are finding it problematic. And I think in this way you can definitely improve your pronunciation, but you have to practice each and every day. It is not like that 3 days in a week. Each and every day will be in practice. What do you think, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. This is really a great approach if you are going to imitate the native speakers at the same time. This technique called shadowing. So this is really great way of improving our pronunciation. Apart from that, as you have mentioned, whatever the technique or the trick which we are trying, so we have to maintain the consistency. Only in that case we will be able to see some effective results. So this is quite eminent thing. Now I would like to something, as we know about tongue twisters, right? So this is quite a funny way of learning English. If somebody wants to improve their pronunciation, so they can go through some sort of tongue twisters. Firstly, they need to rectify, oh, this sound is quite complicated for me. Then you can search it on Google about that particular specific sound, and you can search the tongue twisters and practice it. Not only you will be find it enjoyable, and you can make your interesting, you can make your learning interesting by getting through some sort of tongue twisters. As whenever I teach tongue twisters, so there would be quite funny wordings and people won't be able to pronounce it in a very fast pace. So somehow it is going to be quite enjoyable, as I feel that. For instance, I can provide one tongue twister that is sound B. If somebody wants to pronounce their sound B, so that Betty bought butter, but the butter was bitter. So Betty bought better butter to make bitter, better, better, something like that.
Mm.
Yes. So, would you like to provide any tongue twisters to the learners that can help them? Or you
Okay.
can share your favorite tongue twisters for the
Oh,
learners.
okay, yes. So, first of all, as you mentioned at the very beginning, that "s" and "sh" sound is something which students face too much difficulty. So, definitely one very popular tongue twister is "she sells seashell in the seashore." So, definitely this is the best one. Actually, when I had this kind of problem, I used to do this. So, see, she, "sa," "sh." So here, when in this tongue twister, like she sells seashell, we can see that in each what in each and every word the s is differently pronounced. One is she, one is c. So this one, definitely those people who have this s problem should do it, because and they have to they automatically can understand that whenever I'm saying she, so our tongue is going back, and it is just going back, it is, and it is sure. But when I'm saying cells, it is automatically coming what forward and touching, almost touching the upper teeth. So these this tongue twister, I think everybody should practice, whoever has a s problem. And not only tongue twi how to practice tongue twister, I think you should say it for twice, I mean for 5 times. For 5 times you should say it at a stretch, and then an evening also you can practice this, again at morning, again at evening. In this way you can practice the tongue twisters, so that as you say, the b sound they can also understand, understand. And whatever example you have given, Vikram sir, that will be very very beneficial for the students to understand b, ba, bo, and all the, like with b, if I'm putting the vowels, the different sounds which is producing, they can understand it so easily, like b, ba, bo, be, all these sounds. Okay, so and also I think this process, if they know the spelling, this process can improve spelling skills as well. That is the main thing. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, sir, what other things I think, like in your opinion, what other things students can do to improve themselves, their pronunciations?
Okay. So basically, I came across many learners who were contemplating to take their IELTS exam. So I specifically suggest them that just take a topic if they are getting through some sort of problems related to grammar, but it is gonna help them in pronunciation as well. Because whenever you are going to choose any topic and you are going to speak on that particular topic by recording your voice, so after recording your voice, what you need to do, you have to speak continuously at least 1 to 2 minutes on particular topic, and then just try to assess your performance by yourself. You can evaluate that recording by yourself, and by getting through the evaluation, uh, you can check all the key features of pronunciation. Are you able to stress the words properly? Are you producing the sound accurately? Your enunciation, your volume, your pitch, your pace, your modulation, are you using an accurate intonation or not? So by getting through recording, we will be able to get so many benefits. At the same time, when we listen to our speech again, so here not only you'll be correcting your pronunciation, you'll be getting the information related to your pronunciation, but also you'll be able to check your sentence structures, your grammar, and so on.
Okay.
Uh,
Yes. So, sir, I absolutely agree with you that recording yourself
yes.
can be a great help. A very, I mean, it is a very good suggestion from your side. What I also tell my students to do, that you record yourself, and whenever you are going to listen to your recording, okay. So, what you will do, that whenever you find, Array, I made mistake, I have made mistake in grammar, like it should not be is, it should be have been. So give yourself -1. Okay, just give marks to yourself also. And give -1 and write down that is should be replaced by have been. Okay, so in this way, and also if you, so there should be four segments, because mostly whenever I tell the students that you have to record yourself and evaluate yourselves, the students both say like, I don't know where am I making mistakes, so how can I evaluate myself? So they mostly say like this. Then I say that you can at least make four sections, for example, grammar, pronunciation, and what inappropriate sentence structure, and vocabulary. In this way, four sections you make, and whenever you listen to yourself, you feel like, Array, this word I can replace happy with delighted. So write down and give yourself -1. So evaluate yourself in this way, and finally find out in 10 how, like out of 10 how much you have got. Okay, like 2 3, how much you have got. So if your marks is less than 5, then talk about the topic again by applying those things, because you are sitting with a paper and all the tips and tricks are in front of your paper. So apply that again and again, marks yourself. So in this way, recording can be a great help. Now I am a trainer, but now also whenever I also have to practice. So whenever I practice, I record myself. I record myself to check my pronunciation and my voice modulation. So definitely you have to do it. Even after recording, you can compare. Like, see, my voice is sounding so flat, but whenever I listen to the BBC News or other native speakers or other public speakers, why are they sounding so interesting? Okay, then it means I have to make my voice a little up and down. So these kind of things also you will try to understand automatically. So definitely recording can be a great help. I absolutely agree with you, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Whatever the point that you have mentioned, that will definitely help the learner. And I believe that there are some sort of tips that doesn't work for a specific person. So here we have included 4 to 5 things. So might be they can try one of these techniques, so that can help the learners to tackle this kind of problem related to pronunciation. Now I'm gonna give a quick recap of today's tips that we have learned. So firstly, you have to go through phonetics. So this is gonna allow you to master all the vowel sounds, consonant sounds, consist of monophthongs and diphthongs. Secondly, you need to identify the problematic sound. For instance, S, SH, V, V, and there are so many sounds. And you can practice minimal pairs at the same time, tongue twisters. Apart from that, you can record your voice. This is gonna help you to assess your performance. Later on, what else they can do? They can go through some sort of authentic speeches and they can imitate the voice. Whatever they are listening, they can imitate that as it is. So I hope this little information is gonna help the learners to ace the problems related to pronunciation. What do you want to say to the learners? Do you want to give any message or anything to the learners?
Yes, so I just want to say that if they watch this video and whenever they watch this video, they are going to definitely make up notes. Like it should not be in the video only. It should go to their notebook as well, so that every day they, whenever before coming to the class and or whenever they practice with themselves, they watch like see these things I have to work on. Okay, so these things should be done. Okay, they should take an action on these points because we all know what we have to do but we don't do, we become lazy. So pronunciation is something which will not improve by by using by laziness. It will not be improved because I in my opinion grammar we can learn easily, the topics we can learn easily, hand movement we can learn easily, but pronunciation is a very you know it is a very dangerous problem. Like to rectify the pronunciation, it will take too much time. So that is why until and unless students practice a lot, it will not they will not be sound like native speakers. No, it will be very difficult. So absolutely I agree with you, Vikram sir. So we every all the students have to make note that what they have to do and they cannot be lazy. So sir, I would like to end by thanking you, Vikram sir, because you have given us a lot of tips, and the students, I am pretty sure students will be benefited by the tips, and I'm pretty sure that students will like this video and they will start to work on their pronunciation because I have seen lots of students get rejected in the interview. Lots of candidates are getting rejected in the interview because of their MTI issue and other things. So it is a serious problem. So after watching the video, that definitely should be beneficial and favorable for the students. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for providing such wonderful message to the learner. And I just want to say in the end, when you are trying to work on a specific skill, whether it is your grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, so choose any one skill. And if you have immersed yourself in particular thing, and if you are thinking that I'm not getting an accurate result, so don't lose the hope. Just keep continue with the process. If you have tried to do something, definitely you'll be getting the proper result. But wait for the right time rather than leaving particular thing in between. So
Right.
whatever the tips or tricks that has been mentioned in today's session, I really appreciate your efforts to provide all the tips by incorporating examples, and you have exemplified the things in a very great manner. So that will definitely help the learners. So keep learning and keep enhancing yourself. Thank you,
Yes.
everybody.